That was like the biggest bubble ever. Hey, I'm back. Main idea again and details. Today I'm going to read you a story and then show you how to fill out a paper that goes with it. I'm going to read to you about flooding, but when it's your turn, you're going to read about tornado, and your questions will be a lot like mine, very similar, but they'll also be a little bit different because you're not reading about flooding, you're going to read about tornadoes. But today, you're lucky. I'm going to read it to you and show you how to fill out one of these papers so you know how to do it when it's your turn. Remember, we're focusing today on main idea and details, so you can get a 3 on your post check. All right, let's check this out. Our title is Water Ahead. Natural disasters are events that happen on the earth that can cause serious damage to land and objects on the earth. Flooding is one of these types of natural disasters. A flood is an overflow of water that can be caused by too much rain or another weather event such as a tsunami or hurricane. Different levels of floods can occur. Some floods can be in a small area, while other floods can cover entire cities or counties. Someone's basement could get flooded during a bad storm. A small sidewalk or road can get flooded. Entire cities can even get flooded if the storms or natural disaster is bad enough. Floods are considered natural disasters because they can cause a lot of damage. If the flood is bad enough, it can cause people to be stranded in their car or homes. The exterior of houses and buildings can get damaged by the excess amount of water, as well as all of the objects on the interior of the house getting covered in water. Other structures can get damaged by floods, such as parks, roads, bridges. The weight of all the water damages many man-made structures. Some cities try to avoid floods by building dams, canals, levees, and other types of barriers. This helps protect any threat of a flood during storms or hurricanes. Down here, we have a photograph and a caption that says, "Cars attempt to drive through a flood." All right, so now that I've read the story to you, if you would like to read it again, push pause, go back, take another look, but I'm going to move ahead to my questions. What is the main idea for this text? I know the main idea has to be a complete sentence. Start with a capital, end with punctuation. If you just have a couple words, 2 or 3, that's your topic. My topic is floods. My topic is dangerous floods, but that's not my main idea. So I'm going to go back to the story to find the main idea. All right, I'm going back. Natural disasters are events that happen on Earth that can cause serious damage to land objects on the Earth. A lot of times, our main idea is right here in the very first sentence. This very first sentence is about natural disasters. Well, I'm pretty sure I just read all about floods, and this doesn't even say the word flood. The next sentence does. Flooding is one of these types of natural disasters. Tells me what a flood is. Some floods can be in a small area. Entire cities, floods are considered disasters because they cause a lot of damage. Whoa, yeah, that's what I was reading about. Floods are considered disasters because they can cause a lot of damage. I think this whole thing that I read about was the damage that can happen from floods. It showed me that floods an overflow of water caused by too much rain. They can cover entire cities or counties. Someone's basement could get flooded, a sidewalk, a road, an entire city. So yeah, these are all ways that floods can cause lots of damage. So I'm going to go with that as my main idea. I'm going to show you how you can take the main idea and turn it into your own sentence without just copying exactly what it says. But if you would like to copy exactly what the story says, that's fine for main idea. This says floods are considered disasters because they can cause a lot of damage. Here's what I'm going to turn my sentence into. Floods can cause a lot of damage. That is a whole sentence. I have a subject and predicate, a noun and a verb. It starts with a capital, ends with punctuation. I am good to go. All right, number 2. What is one key detail to support the main idea? Well, I said that floods can cause a lot of damage, so I need to give an example of what kind of damage it can cause. I read a bunch of things. Let me go back and find one. Let's see. Floods can cover entire cities or counties. That's some damage. It can cause people to be stranded in their car or homes. It's not good to be stuck. It doesn't really talk about damage though. Here's a good one. The exterior of houses and buildings can get damaged by the excess amount of water, as well as all the objects on the interior of the house getting covered in water. That is a really long sentence to copy down. I am just going to put it in my own words. It's still a supporting detail, but some of those words third graders don't even know. Like exterior means the outside of the house and interior means the inside of the house. Turn that into your own words. So instead of saying exactly what the story says, I am going to say floods can damage the inside and outside of homes because of all the extra water. That's a good detail. Found it in the story. Start with a capital, end with punctuation. Oh, I'm doing so good. What is another key detail? All right, another one. My main idea is still about causing damage. I need to go back and find another example of floods causing damage. Let's see, I just wrote about the houses, interior, exterior. Other structures can get damaged by floods, such as parks. All right, I can turn that into a sentence. Parks can be damaged by floods. So easy. Capital, punctuation, good. Number 4, describe how a flood can ruin the exterior and interior of a house. Oh, hey, I use that as one of my details. I know right where I can find that answer. The exterior of houses and buildings can get damaged by the excess amount of water, as well as all of the objects on the interior of the house getting covered in water. So let's see. There's excess water, which means extra, and the inside of the house gets covered in water. So how can a flood, a flood can ruin the exterior, you're going to sound so smart when you say that, and interior of a house by covering it in extra water. That's what it said, right? Okay, that's a good description. Capital, punctuation, complete sentence. Good, good, good. How do cities try to prevent floods? I forgot. I'm going to go back and check. That is not cheating. You are allowed to go back and look as many times as you need to find an answer. That's called strategy, not cheating. All right, what was the question? How do cities try to prevent floods? Okay, got it. Prevent floods, prevent floods, prevent floods. Oh, right here. Some cities try to avoid floods by building dams, canals, levees, and other types of barriers. This helps protect any threat of a flood during storms or hurricanes. Okay, I can write that down. To prevent floods, cities build, what did they build? Dams. I forgot. I gotta go back. Dams, canals, levees, and other types of barriers. Dams. Oops. Canals, levees, and other types of barriers. What else did it say? Other types of barriers. Oh, this helps protect any threat of flood during storms or hurricanes. So I'm going to write, cities build dams, canals, levees, and other types of barriers to prevent flood damage. See how I turned it into my own sentence, but still using the information from the story? Look at that. I am done. Done, done, done. And you're going to be able to do the same thing, but remember, you are not doing floods. You're going to be reading a story about tornadoes. It'll look kind of like this. You're going to fill out a page. It'll look